All right, guys. All right, time to wrap it up. It's 3:30 this Friday, 10/10, October 10th, and we got a we got a market which is in the free fall right now. And not totally free fall, right? Totally free fall, but pretty freaking close. I think most of the selling has subsided, kind of drifting lower right now, but there's absolutely no buying interest whatsoever going on right now. And if you look at the bigger picture, so whole thing started, everything was going along just fine, moseying along up here in the highs, and then the Trump comments about the Chinese tariffs and stuff like that. It just took the market on a whole different level. It's absolutely tanked it. Now the Chinese were cutting off the rare earth exports and doing all sorts of weird stuff. So that this was a response to that. But you can tell the market knows that if that ratchets up now, that's going to be definitely a price to pay in the financial sector. So we are right now back right here to reverse or testing the gap from 6600, and chances are we may take it even lower. So this is one of those the winding off leverage free fall kind of a um, not free fall, but it's so what happens is that you when these algos start selling they sell everything, especially when they sell the ETFs, baskets of stock. That means everything gets sold. Doesn't matter what stock it is, everything part of those baskets gets sold, and the market just absolutely feeds off itself. There's no bid to really catch right now. So we are heading lower, and the markets. I'm just waiting for this support to hold, and then for a little bargain hunt to kick in because this is just crazy overdone. So they're probably unwinding a bunch of leverage and and selling ETFs and so on and so forth. But this is just a negotiation going on. So at this point, nothing has really happened. It's just an expectation game. So I'm expecting support to hold. Now, if they do institute these tariffs. Yeah, I think the market is going to take a leg lower. It's going to probably have a bit of a correction at that point. But right now, it's more bluster and talk and positioning, jockeying for position, I guess, or leverage. So we'll see how the whole thing shakes out. But I'm kind of hoping that we're going to get a little bit of a bargain hunt rally towards the end here. Like you were seeing these price levels on some of these stocks are crazy now. So it backed off pretty hard. And if you're looking for to catch an opportunity, this will be the time. But I have a so we're starting off from the short side. Quite hard to say what we're going to do. I mean, if we can start short side no matter what. If we get a little bargain hunt rally, we may run it back here to the 66 and 96 to 66, 6700. If we get up there before the close, I think we are in good shape to stay range bound. If not, we just flat out starting from the short side, see how far they can take it. And I'm not seeing any strength building up right now. I did try one short trade. Now everything calmed down here after the London close. It started getting a little bit less crazy, but this doesn't look much, but this is crazy stuff, right? So you're looking at these little bars in the middle here, like 51 to 59. So all these bars are like 10 points. It doesn't look like much, but it is pretty crazy. So when I got short here on the first one down here, pulled back up, retested, start trading out, trading back up. So I get short on the move to the upside because that's the only thing you can do. And the expectation is lower prices, right? So you're trying to sell into strength. And so my stop would have been pretty much right at, so I was short at 59. My stop wasn't even above this one. So I had to move my stop up here, make it a lot bigger than I wanted to. And but I sat in that thing for a bit, and they ran down pretty good. Went to break even. I was pretty optimistic. I'd moved my stop down here to the high of that bar. I was actually expecting them to take it lower, but no. Volatility is running right back up, stopping out. $15 in that trade. That's just one trade. And I did not re-engage it since. But I mean, I've been thinking short side, but in terms of getting in on it, you just have to make the stop so big. And if you're wrong on it, yes, it's gonna just hurt. So not worth it. So I mean, you look at this little rotation up here, you're trying to get in on aggressively, but if you do it on this bar, it gets shorter and it starts trading higher. You're at 40, you had to trade up to 46 before it's like 5, 6 points, yeah, on the upside here for this to be on the safe side. So volatile, very volatile. But I'm holding out. We'll see if they are going to find support. They're right in this low volume area, 60 second this gap. So we may see that gap closure right now. They're going to close this little gap here at 6,600, a low volume area. Now, low volume area stall activity. So chances are that we may have a stall going on here, that they're going to stall this thing. If they blow through it, then we can see some crazy stuff all the way down here to the 64.75s. So we can have a really, really crazy end of the day here if 6,600 doesn't hold. Getting short on that though, late in the session right now, I would love to if I could. I mean, if you get in on a short and it runs away, you have a good, you just get in at the right with good timing. But it is just difficult, so I'm not going to take any more trades today. I mean, I took a trade on this one and realized how crazy volatile this is, so I'm just going to sit on the sidelines. But I took that one trade off, so $15 on that. Looking at Nasdaq and Nasdaq in the bond market, flight to safety, back up here to the 118. So this would be as the flat out flight to safety kind of move, but they haven't really moved a whole lot, so it hasn't been too bad. So we'll just see how far they can take it on the upside. We're starting off on the long side on the bonds at this point and see how far they can take it. Nasdaq, oh man, Nasdaq is just at this little gap. I rebuilt my Nasdaq chart and it just took for freaking ever this whole time. It took from 45 to exactly a good freaking 20 minutes to rebuild this chart. That's how much data is in there. So over 2 million contracts traded. So and if you look at capital flow on the Nasdaq, we are not quite at the gap, but look at this retracement. This is just freaking ugly, right? So we almost made a new high today at from 25,380. We're down to the 24,380, almost 1,000 points down on the Nasdaq. So it qualifies as a bloodbath, I think. And I haven't traded Nasdaq. I don't even want to try to trade the Nasdaq today. That's just absolutely crazy. And as I said this morning, my charts were lagging. So it's like if they're lagging, you're not quite seeing the right price, especially when there's a little bit of movement. Just don't trade it. Just don't do it. So starting off on the short side of both these and Nasdaq, let's see how far they can take it. How bad it's going to get before the market close. But I'm still holding out that we may see a little bargain hunt rally going into the close. At this point, it didn't happen at the shift, but I look at the 10 minutes before the close, if it or 10 to 15 minutes before the close, you'll see that bargain hunt kick in if it will. That would be the time to get long if you want to look for a retracement trade, and that could be pretty violent. But they had to turn it first. Right now, the freight train is pointed lower. All right, so finally, oil and gold. Not a whole lot of movement on either of them. Gold was trading up here for a bit and back down again. A lot of this stuff is going on gold already. So I would just stay range bound on gold. If they close above that 28, 29, I would stay on the long side. Otherwise, I would just stay range bound on gold. Oil definitely on the short side. Trade up on the short side right now. They took out 660s and they are pushing price discovery to the downside. So trade us on the short side right now. If they trade up above this area, the 60, I would say the 60-50s here, the session highs, I would be looking for maybe more of a retracement. But at this point, just trade from the short side. Let's see how far I can take it. Now, I'll take lower oil prices any day. That's going to work out great. As you can see, I only took one trade on the ES this afternoon when it started coming down. And it was still, they looked calm, but it was not calm. Not compared to what you usually do. So here we are now pushing the lows again. So, all right, we'll see how bad it's going to get. Ready, guys. We'll leave it there. I'll see you back on Monday. Remember, Monday's Columbus Day. It's still a working day as far as I can tell. So now no markets, so we're going to open the room as normal on a Monday. All right, guys. See you back on Monday. Later.